Hi guys, I'm Ellie and I'm going to be doing videos on some basic music theory. After each section, we'll remind ourselves on each slide of the important information to help keep it contained in our memory. Throughout the video, feel free to pause as I know myself how difficult it can be. The topic that will be discussed is time signatures. These videos are for people who may need help developing their musical knowledge or for those who would like to gain a further understanding from a different point of view. Before we get on to time signatures, we need to discuss bars or measures as they are also called. This is a bar. A bar only holds so many notes, which is determined by its time signature. This is what two bars looks like. They are split by a vertical line, which then allows another bar to follow. The time signature tells us how many beats are in a bar and what type of notes we can use. This then sets the pace of the piece of music. A time signature will always be at the beginning of the piece in the first bar. You won't see this time signature again unless it's been changed to a different one. This is what it looks like. It has two numbers stacked on top of each other and both numbers have a key role. The top number tells us how many beats we can have in a bar, and the bottom number tells us the type of notes they want us to use. This time signature is 4-4. Our top number is 4, which means we need to have 4 beats in the bar. The bottom number is also 4, which means the notes they want us to use is crotchets. So in each bar we need 4 crotchets. This is what it looks like. We've got our numbers 1 to 4 so that we can count along as it adds up to 4 beats. This is what it sounds like. We don't have to just use crotchet notes in the bar. As long as it adds up to 4 crotchets, which is a total of 4 beats, then you can use any notes. Here is an example. These notes all add up to 4 beats, as a crotchet is worth 1 beat, a minim is worth 2 beats, and 2 quavers are worth 1 beat. So let's count along. We're now going to look at 3-4. The top number is how many beats is in a bar, and the bottom number is the type of notes they want us to use. Our number is 3, which means there'll be 3 beats in a bar, and our bottom number is 4, which means we're using crotchets. So in our bar we need 3 crotchet notes. This is what it looks like. We've put our numbers 1 to 3 so that we can count along, as there are only 3 beats. This is what it sounds like. We don't need to use just crotchet notes, as long as the bar adds up to 3 crotchets, which is 3 beats. Here is an example below. I've put the numbers 1 to 3 as they add up to 3 beats. A crotchet is worth 1 beat, 2 quavers add up to 1 beat, and another crotchet which is worth another beat. This is what it sounds like. We're now going to look at 6-8. The top number is how many beats is in a bar, and the bottom number is the type of notes they want us to use. Our top number is 6, which means there'll be 6 beats in a bar. Our bottom number is 8, which means they want us to use quaver notes. So we need 6 quaver notes in a bar. This is what it looks like. We've put our notes 1 to 6 so we can count along, as there are 6 beats. This is what it sounds like. We don't need to just use quaver notes, as long as the bar adds up to 6 quaver notes, which is 6 half beats. Here is an example below. I've put the numbers 1 to 6 as they add up to 6 half beats. We have 2 quavers which are worth half a beat, a crotchet which is worth 2 half beats, and 2 more quavers which are both worth half a beat. This is what it sounds like. The last time signature we're going to look at is 3-2. The top number is how many beats is in a bar, and the bottom number are the type of notes they want us to use. Our top number is 3, which means there's 3 beats in a bar. Our bottom number is 2, which means we are using minim notes. So in each bar we need 3 minim notes. This is what it looks like. I've put the numbers 1 to 3 so we can count along, as there are 3 beats. This is what it sounds like. We don't need to just use minim notes, as long as the bar adds up to 3 minims, which is 3 2 beats. This is quite challenging to understand, as a minim is worth 2 beats, so the bar adds up to 6 beats. However, they only want us to use 3 beats in the bar, which is why they're minims and not crotchets. So here's an example below. The numbers 1 to 3 have been added as it adds up to 3 minims. We have a minim which is worth 2 beats, a crotchet which is worth 1 beat, 2 quavers which are 1 beat, and another minim which is 2 beats. This is what it sounds like. Throughout the clip we have learnt about bars and how they only hold so many notes, that the vertical lines split each bar, that time signatures determine the amount of beats in a bar by the top number. The bottom number determines what type of notes are being used, which you need to be careful with as it's not always 1 beat. It could be a half a beat or 2 beats, which is why it's essential that you look at the bottom number. 4 is crotchets, 8 is quavers, and 2 is minims. And various notes and rests can be used as long as it adds up with the time signature. There are links below if you'd like to check out other explanations if you need extra help. 8 Notes shows different songs in that time signature, so that would be good to have a look. I've tried my best to make it as simple and clear as possible so you can learn some basic music theory. If you've benefited from this video, then watch out for the next. I've been Ellie and I hope you've enjoyed watching.